Hi, this is Kate. Welcome to the Ordinary Earth Soul. Sorry I haven't been around. I've been on holiday. So, yeah, I went to South Africa. It was amazing. Saw some friends, a friend, met some new people. There was a wedding, which was fun. Saw some giraffes. It was amazing. South Africa. Amazing, amazing country. Amazing people. Incredible food. Incredible hospitality, actually. Anyway, we're going to do a reading today. I'm going to do one reading as a general sort of get back into the flow. Just to give you a heads up, I am going on holiday again in like 4 weeks time, something like that. So there'll be another gap in service. So there seems to be a few of those recently. Hey, I'm not doing readings unless I'm really called to. I'm sorry about the sound. I've lost the foamy thing that goes on the microphone. I've no idea where that's gone. It's just not there. So yeah, a bit rubbish. I'm going to buy a new microphone, by the way. One without the foamy thing, one without an echo function. So I don't understand why anyone needs an echo function on a microphone. I guess it would be useful for music. Would it? I have no idea. It just seems a bit. It seems a bit strange, you know. Okay. Anyway. So I just did my own personal kind of channeled message, and I am feeling a little bit woo. Okay, part of that message was, and I'm being asked to share it. Okay, part of that message was for those people who want to live their lives from the level of soul, whole self. You need to concentrate on 0 point consciousness, your own 0 point consciousness, the center of you, the I am, the part of you that you always come back to. The one thing that you recognize, you are, I am. 0 point, you are conscious. You're looking out at the world. You're observing the world through lenses. And I'm being asked to draw this out for you. Get me Sharpie. Okay. Now in reality, 0 point consciousness. Tiny, tiny particle. Tiny, tiny particle. Source particle. Element. You. You. You were born. Created. This. Oh my goodness, sorry. This is coming through again. When you were born, this particle created you. It shoots around. It is everything. This one particle is everything. It has infinite speed, so it creates everything. It sort of shoots in and out. Blah, 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 blah. It's quantum physics has kind of explained this. It is a theory, and it's a good fucking theory because it's quite accurate in that this one particle is all things at all times. It is creating absolutely everything. When you were born, You were born of this particle, like everything else is born of this particle. This particle shoots around, creating a baby, creating a baby, creating a baby, creating a baby, creating a mum, creates a dad, creates a house, creates the planet, creates the solar system, creates the universe, creates everything for this baby to exist. You're the baby. You're pure, you're simple, you've come in. This is all you know. You come in, you're born, you realise you have the experience of coming out of the womb. First breath, shock, 3D, screaming, crying, I'm hungry, I'm nappy changed. And you grow, you learn, and as you grow and you learn, you start to see the world. And as you see the world, as you start to function in the world, and your family imparts the knowledge, so that whatever knowledge your family imparts, you create the first few lenses. Spheres of observation, spheres of experience. And as you grow older, other spheres are created. And you are looking out through all of these. Spheres of childhood, spheres of teenagers, spheres of young adulthood, everything in between, everything in between, everything. And so you have a bad experience, it creates a shadow within the sphere that hides an element of you from the world. And that means that you no longer see the world from this point of view, you see it from here. Another shadow forms, and you start seeing it from there. Another shadow forms, you start seeing it from there. And these shadows are hiding these aspects of yourself. This is still there. This still exists. This is still pinging around, creating you, creating everything you expect to see, expected in life. It's creating for you. It's creating with you. It's creating everything in your existence. You've limited it to these aspects of self. You've said, no, I want that. I want that. I want this, not this, not this, not this. So that obliges. That's what it gives you. If you want to function in this place, oh, the other thing is actually, sorry about that, the other thing is that there can be distortions. So this is the shadow. This is hiding something about yourself from the rest of the world and from yourself potentially that says, no, this is not acceptable anymore. Not this. But then we've got this distortion, so there could be something over here that's like, let's just curve that view a little bit so that when you look through here now, what you see is something other than true reality. It's distorted by opinions, by perceptions, by memories, false memories, by memories that have been morphed into something other than the actual event, not just facts. It's become emotional attachment. Emotions are amazing. they are a means to really understand what's going on inside your body and inside you and inside your head and your soul. And it can be a real way to realise which parts of your soul are not able to be expressed. Now, distortion will tell you, no, that's fine. Don't worry about it. This is better this way. It's better that people don't see these things about yourself. It's better that we carry on hiding this part of ourselves. It's better that we fit in to this group of people who are doing a lot of harm. It's better that it's a belief system. It's a means to justify your actions. It could be a means to explain and to really comprehend your own existence, to really come to terms with who you actually are, how you fit in, what your purpose is. It can be so many different things, but a distortion is something that doesn't allow the heart of you, the full, joyous, electronically thrilling heart of you to be the full observer, to be the creator, to be the experiencer. Rather than have this part of you be that, you've limited it down to things you've hidden, and the lenses you're looking through are distorting the picture, creating a bubble of awareness that means you only perceive the world you live in as a very limited option. Every single limit you have on yourself is due to a distortion. It becomes a barrier. Interesting. So to truly live your life from your whole self and create within this bubble of distortion, of awareness, of observation, you need to remove the distortions. Remove the distortions, remove the shadow, remove it. And what you'll end up with, if you are able to remove you might still have the lenses because you'll have the memories. But you'll have a clearer view of your observation. Your sphere of observation doesn't become bigger to begin with, but it becomes clearer. And you're able to observe other people that are within your sphere without the distortion in the way. With your heart open, with your head clear, your sight clear, your ability to communicate clear, your understanding of self clear. Your ability to relate to others clear, clear of all distortions, clear of shadow, clear of the need to hide certain aspects of yourself. And what happens at that point? And this is a strange experience for everybody. But what happens at that point is you become authentically aligned to yourself. Other people will be affected by that. And it may be that some people that were holding on to you, or you were holding on to them, are let go. and other people are allowed to come in. Doesn't matter. If this is what you want, genuinely want in your life, to be who you are, this is kind of what you need to do. Because then it expands and the lenses disappear. And these are memories as well, but memories that don't mean anything anymore. Memories that don't distort who you are, that don't become the lens that you see the world through, that you observe the world through, that you judge the world through. They're not anymore a means for you to lean into, to allow you to judge something in a certain way, or to perceive something in a certain way, to feel a way about something. But these are things you need to work out for yourself. Nobody else can do it for you. The key, though, is, do you have the desire? Do you have that need to be 0 point consciousness, to be your whole self, to be your soul self, to live from your heart, to live from your soul's heart? Because if you do, there is a clear path. You can find it. These lenses are your lenses. Sometimes lenses are cracked, allowing that to shine through. Sometimes you can crack the lens, sometimes you can clear the lens. It's quite exciting when you do, because you suddenly realise you have a download, or you have an understanding, you have an insight, you get that feeling in your chest, that glorious, glowy, just beautiful feeling in your chest that says, yes, I want this. I'm excited by it. I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited. And that's that. Clear your lenses. If that is something you are interested in doing. Is there a reading for the group other than what I've just shared? Are there any cards that can be used? Not from this deck. Okay. Cool. Fine. Not from this deck. Which deck am I going to then? Pick a deck. Pick any deck. Really? Pick a deck. Pick any deck. Whichever one you choose is the one you're meant to use. Whichever one you choose is the one you're meant to use. Okay, I'll use this one then. Ancient stones. Instantly. Returning. Spiral journey, growth, renewal, healed. Clearing the lenses will help you return to yourself before you die, essentially. We come into this life as little 0 point consciousness. When we leave, we become a 0 point consciousness again. If we were able to do this work whilst we're alive, we would be returning to 0 point consciousness within the 3D, and therefore we can have the experience of both. Ancestral messages, connection, belonging, ask for help. Zero-point consciousness is nothing but belonging, because it is all that is. One particle zipping around, it is literally all things. Everything we encounter in this life is seeing its own existence through a lens, including angels, including aliens or gods, or it could be anything, you know, animals. They're all seeing their own existence through the lens of their experience. Some beings are able to have a very, very, very clear lens. They know who they are, but they're still made up of zero-point consciousness. They are still part of the One. The One. It's called the One for a reason. We're never alone because we are the One. We will have the lens of self, but we are the One. We belong. We are here. If we are here, we belong. It's as simple as that. And ask for help, yeah, for sure. Ask for help. Get guidance, because you'll be given guidance. Because why wouldn't the One why wouldn't the One give guidance where it's needed? Why wouldn't it? Guiding itself, guiding elements of self through the lenses. All things are here, all things are now. Time is a means to experience change, growth, challenge. Without time, it would just be a blob of existence. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected, you'll find a way. Everything is possible. You've got this zero-point conscious, the One zipping about, creating everything. If you were to tap into that, if you were to recognise that that is you as much as anything else, what could you do with that? Literally nothing becomes impossible. The word impossible doesn't exist anymore because you've tapped into all that is. Everything is being created by the zero-point consciousness, the consciousness that witnesses everything, that observes everything, that is everything. You are part of that, you belong to that. You exist, therefore you are, you belong. You can be given guidance and help at any time by those, from yourself, from anyone that's around, that sees the existence of everything through a clear lens, has the ability to tap in. What does that word say? The Kalich, elder, teacher, wise one, experience. Pop that there, actually. Seeing a lot of heart centres. That feels like a heart centre for some reason. I just realised I don't have a microphone. I've been mumbling. I do hope the audio is okay. Elder, teacher, wise one, experience. Have the experience. There are people, so true, that is so true actually. There are people on the planet who have been around, who know all this very clearly. They might have different words for it, different ways of explaining it. Well, that's fine, because it's all about the same bloody thing, right? Every religion on the planet has the same foundation. They just do. They then have very different people interpreting that information and using it to different benefits. But there are elders, there are teachers, there are people out there that can give you guidance, as well as the internal guidance that you can get from your own elder, from your own teacher, from your own self. You got 0 point consciousness, the ultimate, the absolute ultimate, that can give you advice. Sometimes the advice is better coming from something that's seeing through a lens that relates, that you would relate to. So, for example, an angel, for example. Not everyone relates to angels. I didn't for a very long time. I didn't even consider that an angel could be real. But I would now, if I was in a certain way, a certain stage of thinking, a certain need. I have spoken to and with angels, and they are beings made from 0 point consciousness who exist from a lens that I could relate to at that point. Our lens is Venn diagrammed. They merged and we were able to communicate. Any other messages? One more card maybe, so we can end this reading. No more of that one. That one. The records. Remember why you came. Be bold. Legacy. Remember why you came. Do you know why you came? Do you know why you're here? Do you have that memory of why you came to this existence in the first place? Why 0 point consciousness chose to create you, bring you in the place that you were born in, with the people that you were born to, in a society that you were born in. Do you remember any of that? A lot of people don't. I'm just getting the message. 0 points. 0 point consciousness. The source, the one. All things exist right here, right now, but we experience it within time, in a linear time fashion. It already exists. We've popped into existence when we did, because we're already part of the picture. We are zero. We are source. Remember why we're here? Remember we are here because we're already here. We are here to experience. We are here to go through the time. Okay, right. So we're here to go through time, to experience what already exists in time. To allow the new things to come through, to allow the growth, to allow the next thing. All things grow. Everything exists right now. All possibilities exist right now. Everything has been experienced already. But for it to be experienced already, it has to have been experienced. We go through time to have that experience. I think that makes sense to me. bold. Your legacy is that you exist. You are here. You belong. Everything's connected. We're on a soul journey. We're able to tap in to the center of the self, the whole self, everything that we are. That 0 point consciousness. Everything becomes possible. A bit of a strange reading today. I love the message though. It's something that's been going around in my head for a little while now, so I'm glad it's being expressed finally. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. And I hope you've all been well. And I will be doing another reading hopefully soon. Okay, take care, my lovelies. See you later. Bye.